loves, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with another video. Today's gonna be just kind of a chill talk back chit chat video, talk with y'all video, and basically I'm just gonna kind of just be saying what's on my mind. Honestly, I have been having a lot of thoughts, and honestly YouTube has always been my outlet to be able to get out what I need to say, and you know, do it without limitations, honestly. So with that being said, I'm going to be putting on a wig, and then I'm also going to be doing my makeup too. So this might kind of be a long video, but so I'm going to go ahead and this is my natural hair or whatever. This is my hair growing out of my scalp, but I'm gonna go ahead and braid this up and put the wig on, and then we'll see where I'm at when it comes to the makeup is concerned, because honestly I don't know how long this video gonna turn out to be. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and braid up my hair, and I'm not doing it like super small because I don't plan on having this wig on for a long period of time. I just need to put something on just for a day or two, and then I need to treat my own hair. I need to give myself a protein treatment, and then I also need to trim my ends, so I might record that video as well. But basically a lot has been on my mind. I know you guys have been wanting updates on how I've been doing, how the baby's been doing, all of that good stuff. For my hair, honestly, all I really use is jojoba oil on my ends, and then I use this for my scalp, just like back in the day, just greasing the scalp, honey. And I honestly, once I stopped really being like a product junkie and went back to how I used to do things back in the day, how my mama used to do my hair back in the day, that's when the growth happened again. So if you're noticing that your hair is really not retaining length, or it's not doing what you really want it to do, do to your hair what works for it. And remember a time when your hair was at its healthiest, and figure out, okay, what was I doing during that time? Did I use a specific product? Did I, you know, wash my hair every 2 weeks? Did I wash it every week? Did I co-wash? Did I, you know, just whatever products that you use, whatever routines that you did, just go back to doing that. And honestly, you will see your hair get back to normal. So yeah, anywho, as far as my hair, that has been on my mind. I did go ahead and do a texturizer. My hair was just being extremely unmanageable. And I don't know if it just got, well, it actually kind of got like that once I found out I was pregnant, honestly. Well, it kind of didn't really get like that until maybe like the second trimester, for real. My second trimester was the best trimester when it comes to how I felt. But as far as like changes to my body, my skin, oh my gosh, I have so many blemishes, still recovering from those. And then also I had like this, my back like got super duper dry. It was weird. And I've never had body acne, skin issues, eczema, none of that stuff. I never had it. Never had an issue with that type of stuff until here we go, here with baby, and now I have an issue. So when I was 20, I don't know, when I was 18 weeks, is that when I found out? I will have to look back in my pregnancy journal. I feel like I was 18 weeks when I found out that I had cholestasis of pregnancy, which is basically when your gallbladder bile levels are too high, and it would be unsafe for you to go full term, I went to 37 weeks, which is considered full term, but they did not want me to go all the way to 40 because it could hurt the baby and it could have hurt me as well. So with that being said, I did deliver at 37 weeks. My daughter was born the day after my birthday. My birthday is February 18th. My daughter's birthday is February 19th. So she was born, I was in labor on my birthday. So happy birthday to me. But anyway, not that I would have had very much of a turned up birthday anyway. I was pregnant, so it really doesn't matter. And then plus this year, everybody's birthday is jacked. So unless, you know, we get out of this, unless your birthday is in like the fall when a lot of this might be cleared up or whatever, then kudos to you. But most people are celebrating their birthday right in quarantine, okay? So anywho, I don't feel as bad. But anyway, I got diagnosed with cholestasis at, I believe, 18 weeks. And once I was diagnosed with that, and how they figured it out, they basically had to test me because I kept complaining about the itchiness on my back. And then, like, for some reason I was itching like a whole lot during nighttime when I was trying to sleep. I was like itching like all over, and it just felt weird. So that is a major symptom of cholestasis. Like, usually you will itch in the palm of your hands or in the soles of your feet. So palm of your hand, like you're thinking you got some money coming, you might have cholestasis. So a pregnancy. So basically cholestasis, you will, it doesn't really affect you. Honestly, it will just, they put you on a medication to stop the itching, of course. And then they recommend that you give birth at 37 weeks. So you will give birth at 37 weeks and it'll go away the cholestasis will go away as soon as you give birth. It's just with birth. Like, it honestly doesn't affect anything else. You could have a higher risk of having gallstones or what is the other thing they said? It was something else. I probably should know this, but I just leave my life in God's hands, and I'm just like, you know, whatever is or isn't going to happen to me, you know, I'll be prepared for it because God got me, period. So I try not to harp on things and try not to be a hypochondriac and just thinking something's going to happen to me every 5 minutes. That's not how I want to live my life. But anyway, so I started noticing, like, my hair was definitely getting a lot more unmanageable and just a lot thicker. And for me, I had a whole lot of just moments where I was just had no energy at all. And like I said, the second trimester was the best as far as my energy. I felt the best. But once that third trimester hit, oh, it was horrible. I was like thinking, like, when is this going to be over? And I feel like everybody, you know, every pregnant woman gets to that third trimester, and like anywhere past like 32, 33 weeks, you be over it, like over it. And you know, there's can I talk? There's like those rare cases where, you know, pregnant women, oh, I had the easiest pregnancy. Most people don't have easy pregnancies. So don't go out here getting pregnant thinking you about to be one of those rare people that have an easy pregnancy. You might, but chances 9 times out of 10 you're not. You're going to go through some of the things and it's not going to be a cakewalk, okay? So, once I actually had her, I was just like, it was all about her. And I'm like, I don't have the time to be trying to figure out what to do with my hair. Why am I having so much breakage? Like, it was just horrible. And I was thinking back, like I was telling you guys, I was thinking back to when my hair was the healthiest and when I took the best care of my hair. And that was when I was Texlaxed, period. So, for me, I was natural for 5 years. If I ever want to go back natural, I definitely can do that. I can transition again. it's not a big deal to me. Like, it's not one of those things where my blackness is questioned. If I, you know, some people, the natural Nazis will definitely make you feel some type of way, try to make you feel some type of way about being natural, or not being natural, or, you know, succumbing to the creamy crack. Like, chick, are you the one coming to my house doing my hair and dealing with those single strand knots that I was dealing with, and all this breakage and just all of this? It's a lot. And at the end of the day, as you can see, my hair still has a lot of texture. I just needed it to calm itself down. Just, you know, just so I can manage it a little bit better. And for me, I just use the Just For Me box relaxer, and I kept it on my hair for maybe about, as soon as I put it on, I was washing it out. So as soon as I had it in, I kept it in for maybe about 2 minutes after that. And then, honey, I was washing this stuff out. So it was not a horrible process. But anyway, I'm glad that I did it, honestly, because don't let nobody tell you what you should do with your hair. Period. Like, that's why I be telling y'all, if y'all want to try color with these wigs, do it. Who gonna check you, boo? Who is gonna check you? I wish somebody would. Like, somebody in my comments could try to check me. But at the end of the day, like I said, unless you're going to come and do my natural hair every single day, or do those little styles and do all this upkeep and buy all the expensive products that pretty much you have to get to have healthy natural hair. Unless you're going to do all of that, Deanna will be Texlaxed. Okay? Period. So, and I haven't put heat on it since then. Honestly, when I washed it, the relaxer out, I let it air dry. I detangled and let it air dry. And I've been still wearing just my wig. So, this honestly just made it more manageable when I want to do like ponytails and stuff and things of that nature. So, and I still haven't had to put heat on it to do those styles. So, I'm still, you know, taking the best care of my hair. I just needed it to be more manageable, and that's the bottom line. So next topic, I wanted to discuss this quarantine and how I'm dealing with it, with trying to make sure that I don't fall into a deep postpartum depression. Now what I will say is I have to be real with myself and let myself know and understand that I did fall into a depression. Because I like to be the one to be like, okay, I'm the strong one, I'm the strong friend, and people can come to me with their problems, and at the end of the day, you'll be okay. I'll be okay. Like, I can just, you know, I'll get through this. And honestly, half of that is true. I will get through this. But at the end of the day, it's okay to admit when you're not okay. And I had to really come to terms with that during this process of mommyhood, and just because it makes you feel less of a mom. It makes you feel less of a woman, because you see, especially in my family is nothing but a large group of super women, like single moms just doing what they gotta do. Not everybody in my family are single moms. A lot of my family members are married, but you know, just a bunch of strong women, whether married or not, mothers, strong mothers as well. So, and it's not to say that they didn't go through postpartum depression either, because now that I've went through it, I'm now hearing a lot of the stories from family members and other people, friends, telling me that they went through something similar, the same type of thing. And I honestly didn't realize how prevalent postpartum depression really is at all. So now, and you know, until now, I'm going through it myself. So I won't say that I am like, you know, I don't have suicidal thoughts or things of that nature, which I praise God for, because I pray against that type of stuff. I pray against those negative thoughts. I pray against failure. And the thing is, that's my issue. I don't have the suicidal thoughts, but I do have negative thoughts when it comes to my ability to parent my daughter. I want to be the best I can for her. I want to do what I can for her. And especially if you know my story as far as her father is concerned, he is not in the picture, doesn't want to be in the picture. I have not heard from him. My daughter will be 8 weeks on Sunday, on the 19th. So she will be 8 weeks, and she has no clue who her father, you know, what he looks like, none of that. And the fact is, he's a coward. He's a coward. And, you know, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to harbor bitterness in my heart, because at the end of the day, if and when I meet the right person that I'm supposed to be with, that's going to be Asaya's stepdad, I can't bring into that situation bitterness from this situation. That's what I won't do, because it won't be fair to him, and it won't give our relationship a fair chance to make it. So I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to hold bitterness in my heart against this person. At the end of the day, all I can say is he's a coward, and he will regret this, just like my dad did. Me and my father are just now on really good terms, as far as we will talk to each other on the phone, and he has sent things here for Asaya, and really I think is trying to make up for a lot of the things he missed out on me, and trying to do that with my daughter, which is fine by me, because we can't go back in time and you try to fix what you didn't do with me. What you didn't do it with your granddaughter. Do it with her, because honestly, she's gonna need him too. So anyway, what else? This coronavirus and this quarantine has definitely slowed the process of me getting out of this postpartum depression, because I can't do anything. And it makes me so angry sometimes, because, you know, we leave the house, we have to have our mask on, we have to have our gloves on. We can't go and visit certain family members because they're elderly or susceptible to catching the virus. You know, it's just really, really, really annoying. And I feel like a lot of my family members, my church family, is missing out on my daughter growing up. And my daughter was supposed to be blessed on Mother's Day, and I don't think it'll happen. I really don't think it will happen. I'm hoping that she will be able to get maybe blessed on my mother's birthday weekend, which is August 29th. The weekend of August 29th, that's her birthday. So I hope that she can get blessed on that day. I have no idea. We just, like everybody's saying, these are just uncertain times, and it's just blah 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 blah. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust the government. I just don't trust nothing. And it makes me so, I don't like not being able to trust people who essentially have my well-being in their hands. And I live in Ohio, so we don't have as many confirmed or we don't have as many deaths as other, you know, places like New York or Michigan, places like that. Like their death rate is a lot higher. But it just, I don't know, it just kind of makes me a little sad. Oh my god, I don't feel like talking right now. Call her back. So yeah, it just makes me really, really sad, because I don't like not being certain about, you know, you're not really certain about your future anyway, but I hate being told that I can't do something. Like, don't tell me I can't go to the store. Don't tell me I can't go and have dinner with my girlfriends or go to happy hour with my girlfriends. I don't like not doing that. So I already wasn't, I was kind of on a lockdown anyway when I was pregnant because I was tired all the time. I just didn't want to do this, didn't want to do that. And now that I'm finally not pregnant and I'm getting, I want to get back out there, I'm forced to stay home. I'm forced to not be around my kids, my classroom. You guys know that I teach pre-K. I miss my baby so much. I went on maternity leave on Valentine's Day. That was my last day at work. And I haven't seen my baby since Valentine's Day. That's a long time to be away from my class, to be away from my babies. I love them like they are my own. And when I tell you they love me back, it's a mutual thing. Like, we love each other. And honestly, I miss them to death. So, and I think that this transition with me being a new mom is hard because I literally have no time away from her. Absolutely none. So that's what really kind of gets to me as well, because most working moms anyway, if you're a working mom or working outside of the home mom, because I won't say, now that I have been forced to be a stay-at-home mom, I have a lot more respect for stay-at-home moms, because honey, I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to make it. I have to go back to work at some time. I have to be away from my daughter. I have to miss her. I want a chance to miss her. And when I pick her up, her runs into my arms and be like, mommy, mommy, mommy. Yes, I want that. I don't want to spend my days cleaning my house and you know, and it's no shade to stay-at-home moms and what you do. But let me, that's not me. I have to work outside of the home. Even when I was a YouTuber full-time for a little bit, I still did stuff outside of the home, as far as like I was helping with the homeless shelter here like almost every day because I needed to get out. So with that being said, now that we're forced to pretty much barricade ourselves in our homes because we're afraid if we walk outside we're going to get the Rona and, you know, be hospitalized. It just, you know, and then every other day, you know, you're seeing another article. This person has passed away. This person's mother has passed away. This person, blah, 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 blah. And it's just, can we please see who is making it through? Can we see some positive stuff? Can we see some? I just don't want to continuously hear about. I feel like this whole year thus far has been nothing but focused on death. First, you know, the Kobe situation. And it was just like, a lot of people have a lot to say about that now because they're saying that coronavirus was around during that time, but America was so, or even the world was so caught up, you know, quote unquote, this is quotes, caught up with the Kobe situation, with him passing, his daughter passing, which was extremely tragic. But people were so, you know, focused on that they didn't really prepare, quote unquote, for this virus and what it was going to do to the world. So I don't know how true that is. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't trust nobody. It just makes me not want to trust. And that's the sad part about it. But anyway, yeah. I know a lot of you want to know about my situation as far as if I'm going to take her, Asaya's dad, to court, or as far as like trying to get child support and stuff like that. I really haven't made up my mind. I really don't want anything to do with that man. I don't want to see him. If he does reach out to try to see Asaya, because the one thing I won't do, I can have my own opinion of her dad, but I want her to form her own opinion of her dad, whether that be good or bad. And because I want it to be hers. My mother had her own opinion of my dad. But she never talked bad about him. She never put him down in front of me. None of that type of stuff, because, and I found out that he was, you know, a deadbeat, you know, on my own. And, you know, we, like I said, we're in a good place now, but it took years. It really took years. So, and I don't know what my dad might have been going through. I don't know. But the thing is, I still to this day have never disrespected my dad. Ever. And I never will. Because at the end of the day, that man gave me life. So, I don't want Asaya to ever disrespect her dad. But I want her to form her own opinion. But for me, I don't know if I want a dime from him. I don't know if I do. I know that some people will say it's his responsibility. Somebody else understands where I'm coming from when it comes to that, because I have no idea what I want to do in regards to that situation. I really don't. I have no idea. I really don't. So, with that being said, I hope you guys can respect that answer, I guess. I know that he should be around, and he should do this, and he should do that, but that don't mean it's gonna happen, and it don't mean that I need to see him anytime soon. If I do take him for child support at all, I'm looking for something to tie my hair down with. If I do take him for child support, it won't be anytime soon, obviously, because all this was going on anyway, and I just am not ready to even see him because I'm afraid of what I will do, and I don't want to come out of character. He's not worth that at all. He's not worth me coming out of character, and he's not worth me, you know, risking all the progress that I've made in my life to not be how I used to be. So when you have come such a long way, with your attitude and just your demeanor all together, you don't want anybody disrupting your peace, even if it means, you know, oh, I'm gonna get some money, because at the end of the day, he don't make that much anyway, and he got 4 other kids, so it ain't like I'm about to be getting a whole lot anyway. And my dad, you know, he was in the hole for years. My mom was still getting child support payments from him for the longest time. I think I'm 28 years old, and I think last year was the last payment that she had, honestly. So, that tells you that right there. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. So, I don't know when it comes to that. Leave your comments down below. I'm definitely wanting to hear about people's different stories when it comes to child support. What's your feelings on that? I don't know. I just don't want him to be able to take any credit for her success if he don't have anything to do with her. I would rather him be around, because with me not having my dad around, it just makes me understand that it's not about money for me. My mom would have loved that money to help take care of me, but at the end of the day, all I wanted as his child was for him to be around, period. And I know that's what my daughter is going to want. So I hope that whoever my significant other is, they can just, you know, take the lead when it comes to that, and so that she won't even realize that she's missing out on anything. So yeah, anyway, I'm about to go ahead and blow dry this and put my scarf on, and I'll be back.